So you bought a house over a year ago using your VA home loan, and it's a high interest rate, and you've been noticing that interest rates are slowly going down, and you're thinking about refinancing your VA home loan, but you don't know what to do. This is the video for you. Today, we're gonna drive up to Waco, and we're gonna sit down and have a conversation with Miss Kari Wright with First Community Mortgage and talk through the VA Streamline Loan, AKA the VA IRRRL. IRRRL, pronounced IRRRL. If this is your first time to the channel and you want to know everything about living in Central Texas and the surrounding areas, then down below hit that subscribe button, show us some love, so that way you're the first to know about anything in the current market for Central Texas and the surrounding area. My name is Matt Dick. I've lived here in Central Texas for over 12 years, and my team and I absolutely love helping people make that transition into Central Texas, whether that's in 9 days or 90 days. All of our contact info should be down below in the description or here at the bottom of the screen, and we'd love to help you make that smooth move into Central Texas. So, what are we waiting for? Let's hop in the truck and go drive up to Waco. All right, guys, so like I said, today we're going to discuss the VA Streamline Loan / VA IRRRL, spelled kind of like that song, Earl Has to Die.
Well, not spelled the same, but
it's pronounced the same.
Pronounced the same.
And we got Miss Kari right here with First Community Mortgage.
Hey, guys.
We're in her office in Waco. And so I have kind of sorted out 10 questions, but we're going to ask her a couple of easy questions to start with, and then we'll dive into the heavy ones.
Thanks.
So
easy.
Kari, how long have you been in mortgage?
Well, I have been in mortgage for 11 years.
Okay.
I work for First Community Mortgage. I've been to one other company, but 11 years.
Okay. All right,
That's
right
how
on.
long I've been in.
How long have you lived in Central Texas your entire life?
Yeah, so born in Temple, raised in Belton, work in Waco. So, heart of Texas, that's where I'm at. But I'm a national lender. So
Okay.
I don't have to do mortgages just here in Central Texas. I can do them all over the United States.
Okay, so all over the United States. And how many VA loans would you say you do annually?
Ooh.
Spitball it. Just a rough number.
VA, maybe 30.
Okay. That's still quite a bit. So we'll jump right into the heavy hitting questions now. The first one we have is, can you explain the VA Streamline Refinance and who actually qualifies for it?
Yes. So Streamline, it's a very easy, hassle-free loan. When you have your original VA loan, you were already going to occupy that property. You can only purchase a home on a VA loan if you're going to occupy it. But for the Streamline, you're looking at trying to reduce your terms. You're trying to get a lower interest rate. That's what the IRRRL. So earlier you thought IRRRL had to die, but this is IRRRL, Interest Rate Reduction Loan, IRRRL.
Okay.
So we're looking at getting the interest rate lower. Who qualifies for it? Anyone that has an original VA loan, they qualify to look into the Streamline Refinance.
Okay. How does the VA Streamline IRRRL differ from traditional refinancing?
Traditional refinancing. So, who doesn't qualify for the VA IRRRL is if you're doing like an FHA or a conventional currently, you couldn't refinance into the VA IRRRL.
Okay.
Right? So you have to have that original VA loan. How does it differ? Well, you have credit pulls, you've got income verification, we've got to look at debt to income, we've got to order an appraisal. All of those are in the traditional refinancing, but when you're trying to do an IRRRL, you don't have all of that.
Okay, that works. Now, everybody wants to save money. So on average, how much can a borrower expect to save with the VA Streamline, and how soon do they start to see those savings?
Everyone's mortgage balance and everyone's interest rate is different. So everyone's savings are going to be different. They need to talk to the right lender. I can help them determine how much savings. But if we were going to look at, say, a $300,000 mortgage balance and the original interest rate was 6.75 and now their interest rate is going to be 5.99, they're going to look at $150 a month savings. Now, how fast do you see that savings? We could close a loan, in about 2 to 3 weeks, and their payment would be, so November, right? I have to go by month. If we're closing in November, no payment in December, and then their first new savings payment would be in January.
So question 4, are there any out-of-pocket costs / fees, or can all these be rolled up in the loan? And can you explain the VA funding fee and who might be exempt from paying it?
Are there any costs? No.
Okay.
Easy. No, there's no upfront cost.
Okay.
Everything can be rolled into the loan.
Okay.
So everything goes into the closing costs, and then we put it into the loan. If they want to pay their closing costs out of pocket, they can, but it's not required. What is the funding fee? The funding fee is something that the VA charges in the event that you're not exempt from the funding fee. Who can be exempt from the funding fee? If you are out of the military and you have a 10% or more military disability rating, then you are exempt.
Okay.
On a VA IRRRL, if you have to pay the funding fee, it's a 0.5%.
Okay.
And that can get rolled into the loan as well.
How long does it take from start to finish? So like if today we started the process for the VA IRRRL, how long before we could close?
I would say 2 to 3 weeks. I mean, the fastest I've ever closed one, Matt, is 12 days.
Okay.
So, I mean, it's a pretty fast turnaround. Like I said, it's very easy. No appraisal, no hassle. So 2 to 3 weeks.
Okay.
Could be faster probably, but.
Could be faster.
Yeah.
Does the veteran have to be living in the property?
No.
No. Okay. It's pretty simple.
No, they do not. At one point they did, because it was a VA loan at one point, right?
Yeah.
But they don't have to be right now.
Apparently, people used to have to drive up here to bring their VA files to get them checked off here at the VA.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Thank you for teaching me something.
Yeah. I just learned that not too long ago. Does the veteran have to get his credit pulled and get a new appraisal?
So we do pull credit. It's a mortgage credit report. We're going to make sure that they haven't been late on that VA loan that they're trying to refinance. But we're not looking at debt. So there's no credit underwriting, like looking at debts to seeing if you're qualifying. We're literally pulling for a credit score and for the mortgage that we're currently trying to refinance.
Can the veteran use this program to shorten their loan term or switch it from an adjustable rate mortgage to a fixed rate mortgage?
Absolutely. Yes. So most veterans have taken out like a 30-year fixed rate. You're wanting to now refinance it and shorten your term to 15, 20 years. Absolutely, we can do that. So it used to be attractive to get an ARM loan and an adjustable rate mortgage. We can now take that ARM loan, refinance it, and make it a more stable fixed rate for them.
How can the veteran or the service member determine whether or not using the VA IRRRL is good for them at that time?
Everyone's finances are different. So does it make sense? Like, are you saving your family money, right? We cannot do a VA IRRRL if they're not recouping their costs within 36 months.
Okay.
So there's something that we look into for the veteran to make sure that they're protected. But, is $20 a month worth it, or is $175 a month worth it? When you talk to the lender, we can help determine and kind of go over all of that if it's actually cost effective and good savings for you and your family.
If the veteran or service member's current interest rate is 6.75, what would they be looking at, say like today or yesterday, for interest rate if they decided to start the process?
When I pulled VA rates this morning, we were at a 5.99. That doesn't mean that everyone qualifies for that, so I need to make sure that I'm not disclosing that 5.9.
Yeah, you have to qualify for it.
You have to. There's credit approval on the credit score, but we're sitting around 5.99 for that interest rate. So I think I did say that 300,000 a 6.75 versus a 300,000 at 5.99 is $149 a month.
Okay.
Right. So it's $150 right here before the holidays. Not everyone is going to be $150, but call me and I can talk about what that savings looks like for you.
Say I was at a 6.75, what's the minimum amount the interest rate has to be lowered in order for it to be beneficial for the veteran or the service member?
That's also difficult. But I I would say at least 6.25, so 6.25. That's at least 0.5% lower.
Okay.
Anything less than 0.5%, the loan amount would need to be substantial.
Okay.
To where we're seeing that.
All right. Now, if somebody wanted to reach out to you and connect as far as trying to either doing a refinance or a VA IRRRL to refinance, or to just see what it looks like to get a VA loan, how do they get in contact with you?
They should call me or text me. And my phone number is 254-541-2661. And it's always with me, so I'll answer it.
All right, guys. Well, that wraps up this episode. I think Miss Kari gave us a lot of great information. In the comments, if you've done this before, tell us how it went, whether it was super awesome, bad, whatever, just so that way we can all learn from your experience. As always, if this is your first time to the channel and you want to stay up to date on everything Central Texas and the surrounding area, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell icon, so that way you can be the first one notified every time I drop a new video. Be safe out there. It's kind of crazy right now.